Hi everyone, welcome to my Japan vlog. I had Japan on my wish list for many years and finally the moment was here. I will also give you some price breakdowns on food, transportation, hostels and hotels. So after a long flight and arriving in the evening, I decided not to travel into the city right away, but to sleep at an airport hotel. This gave me the opportunity to rest and sort out public transportation the next morning in daylight. Japan is an amazing country filled with culture, amazing food and many rules and structure. These rules and structures make living in a place with millions of people less chaotic. I was surprised how easy I adjusted to my new environment. How easy I followed all the rules and how organized the majority of public facilities were. The realization of how chaotic other countries are, including the Netherlands where I live. I was surprised how I changed the moment I landed on Japanese soil. I thought of myself as part of a group that follows the rules, instead of being an individual with my own opinion, without caring about others in public places. I often thought about how locals experience their country without the option to be their full self, because society expects a different version of what they might be. During summer until the beginning of October, it is super hot, meaning an average of 33 degrees Celsius during the day. Keep this in mind when planning for your trip. I booked the tickets for the bullet train on Klook and paid $194 for the train from Tokyo to Kyoto and back to Tokyo. This included a reserved seat with Mount Fuji view. Depending on how early you book or if your seats are reserved, the price may vary. The most expensive activity I did on my trip was the Japanese tea ceremony with a geisha. It was truly a unique experience. I paid €112 for a full geisha experience, and this included traditional preparation of wearing kimono, hair, makeup, and the tea ceremony. During my visit, I stayed at a hostel and multiple hotels. It was my second night at my hostel when I realized I had grown out of the hostel lifestyle. For me, hostels are fun to meet people and a great way to save money on accommodation. But there is too much noise and discomfort for me to keep doing this in the future. In Kyoto, it's usually not possible to store your luggage after checkout. You can keep your luggage in a storage at the station for 700 yen. At the airport, I bought a SIM card at the beginning of my trip for 6,000 yen for 16 days of data. During my trip, I also visited the island of Okinawa and stayed there 4 days. This is a tropical side of Japan and definitely worth visiting. It's such a different vibe from mainland Japan. I flew there with Jetstar and paid €260 for a return ticket. I would recommend to book directly at the airline so you can receive compensation in case of a delay. In general, food prices for lunch are between 5 to 10 euros and dinner is usually between 8 to 15 euros per person. This is usually at local food spots that are not famous on social media, but offer great taste and value for your money. In Japan, it is normal to receive a small bowl of soup and a bowl of rice for free in addition to the meal you ordered. For the budget travelers, there are options for food under €5. For these options, you can visit shops like 7-Eleven, Family Mart and Lawson. Depending on your budget, you can make accommodation during your stay as cheap or expensive as you want. Let me know in the comments if you want a full price breakdown. I really enjoyed my trip to Japan and I'm eager to see more of its beauty and culture. My expenses were less than my budget and that surprised me as I thought Japan was an expensive destination. My biggest expense was public transportation, the bullet train and the domestic flights between Tokyo and Okinawa. Revisiting this country is definitely a must, although I don't think I could handle being there for long periods. The vibes were peaceful and I met nice people. Hope you enjoyed this vlog and my take on Japan. Let me know in the comments if you have been to Japan or if you would like to visit. We have reached the end of this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel, it is really appreciated. Arigatou gozaimasu. See you in the next one.